So good morning students, welcome to all in today's lecture number 4, that is expressed values of module 1. So today basically we are going to talk about expressed values. In the last lecture we talked about established values that are established in myself. So established means these feelings are recognized as established values because these feelings are ingrained in the self. So established means to ensure these values are in continuation through the right understanding. So in last lecture we talked about established values like trust, respect, affection, care, guidance, reverence, glory, gratitude and love. These feelings are self-induced and are the basis of our happiness, are the basis of our continuation of happiness. But in this lecture we are going to talk about expressed values in detail. So let's start the lecture with expressed values. So as I told you in last lecture we talked about established values. So for example, the feeling of care is expressed as in the form of generosity. So all expressed values are expression of established values. So in this lecture we are going to talk about expressed values corresponding to their established values. So we will study complementariness, expressed values of trust, then transparency, expressed value of respect, commitment, expressed value of affection, generosity, of care, spontaneity, expressed value of guidance. Similarly, worship, ease, softness and oneness. Of established values, reverence, glory, gratitude and love. So in today's lecture we are going to study all these expressed values in detail. So when we express these values in complementarity, they exhibit in the form of expressed values. So these values are identified in the form of expressed values. So our living based on these values becomes very cardinal. So our behavior is actually manifest in the form of these expressed values. The expressed values, if based on established values, then our behavior leads to mutual happiness. So the presence of established values in self causes the manifestation of these expressed values. And these values are also known as state activity and dynamic activity. All the state activities for being within become the inseparable part of our life. This is the reason they are called state activities. Its expression in complementarity is manifested in the form of expressed values. That's why they are called as dynamic activities. So established values are also known as state activities and expressed values are also known as dynamic activities. So dynamic activities means these activities, these values are going to reflect in behavior. So let's start understanding all these expressed values in details one by one. So start with complementariness. So complementariness is a expressed values of trust. So complementariness means I am able to help to each other. I am able to support the other person. So if I have ensured feeling of trust in myself, then our expressed values in our behavior, this complementariness will be reflected. So complementariness is identified as the expressed value of trust. When we are ensured of the intention of each one of us, we learn to cooperate in complementarity. We are willing to work together. We are able to participate together. So we support, we assist, we participate with equal responsibility with each other. So it is a manifestation of the feeling of trust. So being assured of each other's intention, now we are able to collaborate with others, to participate with equal responsibility. On the other hand, if we have doubt instead of trust, we waste our energy, we waste our time in a position. Being in a relationship is manifested in the feeling of cooperation. Cooperation is the process of work and behavior too. So when we live with feelings of cooperation, we proceed towards an undivided society. So once we have feeling of trust in myself, then in my behavior, in my expression, this complementariness will be reflected. So complementariness means we are able to support each other, we are able to assist each other, and we are able to participate with equal responsibility. So in fact, from my side, this would happen because I have feeling of trust. So from my side, it is definite. So with the feeling of trust, with the assurance of intention, now I am able to support the other unconditionally. I am able to assist other unconditionally because I have trust on his or her intention. So from my side, this behavior is definite. So whenever I will interact the person whom I have trust, I will think of support, I will think of assistance, I will think of participation towards him. So you can take pause for 2 minutes. You can pause this video for 2 minutes and ask yourself, do you have the feeling of trust? If you have feeling of trust, it will be happening in your expression. So you can see how many people are around you whom you support unconditionally, whom you assist unconditionally, whom you participate unconditionally. If it is happening, it means you have feeling of trust, established value. So this trust is established in you, then outcome will be in the form of this complementariness. Now let's move to another value, that is transparency. So transparency is recognized as express value of respect. So we have studied about respect. Respect is right evaluation. So basically right evaluation leads to knowing other as it is. So it comes under dynamic activity. Right evaluation leads to knowing one with clarity. When we can rightly evaluate each other, there is no obscurity. In relationship, we have an evaluation every time. Whenever we are interacting, whenever we are thinking of any other people, we are making evaluation of him or her. So whenever we evaluate ourselves rightly and we have some evaluation about the other rightly, then this is a transparency. So transparency is the situation when my evaluation about myself is the same as the evaluation of the others for myself. So once I evaluate other and other knows about himself as I evaluated him, it is transparency. So in relationship, we are able to rightly evaluate each other. There is no secret, there is no miscommunication, there is no misunderstanding between us because I have evaluated you rightly. So there is a transparency between me and you. What I know about you, what I have evaluated you, you also have evaluated yourself. It is transparency. Now you know about me everything, I know about you everything. This is transparency. So transparency takes place when the evaluation of both the people happen in the same manner. So in relationship, we have some evaluation about ourselves and we have some evaluation about the other. We keep doing this. We evaluate ourselves, we evaluate others. The issue is only when we are evaluating myself or when I am evaluating the other, Are we doing the right evaluation? If we are doing right evaluation, then the transparency happen. So what is transparency means? Transparency is the situation when my evaluation of myself is the same as my evaluation by the other, and my evaluation about the other is same as the evaluation of the other by the other. Now both evaluation are same. So this is a transparency. So how do we know that we respect each other? If we respect each other, then there would be transparency among us. There would be no gap. We will be transparent to each other. What I know about myself, you also know about myself. What I know about yourself, you also know about yourself. This is a transparency. So both also know that the other has a right evaluation. I know that I have rightly evaluated the other. The other knows that he or she has rightly evaluated me. This situation is called transparency. So students, again, you can take pause for 2 minutes, stop this video and explore within yourself. Are you able to ensure this transparency with anyone? If it is happening, it means you are able to ensure respect. So if respect is ensured in relationship, its outcome will be transparency. So you can think of it, you can reevaluate your relations and see, is there transparency or is there any gap? If there is transparency, it means you have this established values in yourself, that is feeling of respect. So let's move towards another feeling. Next value is commitment. That is expressed values of affection. So once I have feeling of affection in myself, in my expression, commitment will be reflected. So commitment is basically an expressed value of this affection. So the acceptance of fulfilling one's duty and responsibility in relationship is called commitment. The acceptance of fulfilling one's duty and responsibilities in relationship is called commitment. So we feel happy to fulfill our duties and obligations to whom I have committed, to whom I feel affectionate. So when we recognize others as our relatives, we become happy in fulfilling the responsibilities towards our relative. This is natural outcome. If I have feeling of affection in you, it will be natural outcome that I will feel committed for yourself, for you. So two aspects are important with commitment. Number one, we want to fulfill our duties and obligations. Number two, we feel happy to fulfill our duties and obligations. So once I have feeling of affection for you, I will fulfill all duties and obligations for you. And we will feel happy, contented after fulfilling my responsibility. Now, fulfilling of responsibility is not a burden for me. It is a natural outcome for me with the feeling of affection. So commitment will naturally flow, will naturally reflect in me if I have feeling of affection for you. On the contrary, when we don't commit, even the small responsibilities we assume as a burden. We start keeping track and comparing what I have done for you, what you have done for me. We start complaining each other in the absence of this feeling of affection. So once I have feeling of affection, then commitment for you is natural for me, and I will feel happy while fulfilling my duties, obligations towards you. So again, take a pause for 2 minutes, stop this video for 2 minutes and ask yourself, how many persons are around you to whom you feel or to whom you have feeling of affection. It means if you have feeling of affection, you will be committed for them. You will be happy to fulfill all duties and obligations for them. Then fulfilling responsibility will not be a burden. It will be a natural. So commitment is natural with the feeling of affection. So you can evaluate yourself whether do you have this feeling of affection for someone or not. So let's start another feeling. Okay, so next is generosity. The generosity is the expressed values of care. So once we feel responsible for taking care of the relative, thus we are committed and make effort to ensure the physical facility or service required for nurturing and protection of the body of this relative. This is generosity. So if I have feeling of care for someone, I will be generous. I will be committed to nurture and protect the body of my relative. This is generosity. We are committed and make an effort to ensure the physical facilities or services required for nurturing and protection of the body of my relative. This is generosity. So making the physical facility and service available from my side without expecting anything in return is generosity. So if I have feeling of care for someone, it means I will provide my all service, physical facility required for his body, for nurturing, for protection, without expecting anything in return. This is generosity. So by way of this feeling, we can make required physical facilities and service available whenever required for children, for elderly people. This is generosity. So in this way, we can fulfill our responsibilities toward the previous and next generation. So if someone has old in my house, then I can show this feeling. I can have this feeling for them. If there are some young in my family, I can also have same feeling for them. So generosity, with the feeling of generosity, I take care of my elders and also I take care of my younger ones. So this feeling fulfill responsibility towards the previous and next generation. So again, stop for 2 minutes, take pause and ask yourself, evaluate yourself, whether do you have this feeling in you or not, whether the generosity expressed in your behavior or not. If it is not expressed in continuity, it means I don't have feeling of care established in myself. So you have to work on established values. So whenever you work on established values, feeling of care, then it will naturally flow in your expression. Then generosity will become natural in your expression. So take a pause, ask yourself whether do you have this feeling in yourself, whether you find this expression while interacting with others or not. If it is happening, then it will ensure mutual happiness. Okay, so let's move to the next feeling. Next feeling is spontaneity. So spontaneity is the expressed value of guidance. So in the process of sharing and ensuring the right understanding in the other self, we can see that the others primarily see our conduct, behavior, our living first, evaluate our words. This happens during interaction. So if we want to communicate something to the other, it is essential to have the right understanding and live with the right feeling and right thought. Living with the feeling of guidance, there is a natural outcome as expressed by the value of spontaneity. So if we are living with the guidance, feeling of guidance, what will happen? I do not have the arrogance like I know, you don't know, I am very important, you are not important, this. Rather, we take it as our responsibility to help the other to learn, to understand this is a state of spontaneity. Now we are able to express our guidance and the other is able to accept it. When we are able to speak from the same level as that of the other, so we can say spontaneity is to do with living in accordance with right understanding, with definite conduct. So I am living with definite conduct, I am living with right understanding, I am living with established values. Then accepting the other as being similar to myself. And third one is rightly evaluating the competence, state and situation of the other and being helpful in the further development of the other. So spontaneity means it will happen in my expression. It will happen at the level of my understanding. So if I have a feeling of guidance, then all these will be happening in my expression. I will rightly evaluate the other. I will rightly evaluate the competence of the other. I will help him for further development. I will accept other as myself. I will live with right understanding and right feeling, that is with definite conduct. It will happen from my side and it will naturally flow. If I have feeling of guidance in me, then spontaneity will be natural in my expression. So again, you can take pause for 2 minutes and ask yourself, evaluate yourself, whether you see these outcomes in your expression or not. So you can note down your expression. You can take feedback from the others about your expression, whether they are able to see these indicators in continuity or not. So you can take help from the other. Then you can again explore the feeling of guidance in you. So if it is ensured, feeling of guidance is ensured in you, then spontaneity will be natural outcome. So where we have to work in expressed values or established value, we have to work on established values. So as I will work on established values, the spontaneity will be natural in my expression. So if it is not happening in my expression, we have to work on established values, that is guidance. Okay. So next we can move towards worship. Established expressed values of reverence. So worship is basically expressed values of reverence. When we can see excellence in the other, that is, now I can recognize that the other has right understanding, the other has right feeling, right thought than me. And when we can see that the other is fulfilled within, then we are inspired to work for that excellence. Then we inspired to live with mutual fulfillment as the other is living. Now I start learning from other. I start making effort to be same as the other. So to make effort for the excellence is called worship. So what worship is? So worship is basically a readiness to take help to develop the right understanding in myself. So whenever I see an excellent people, whenever I see a people living in harmony at all 4 levels, I naturally get inspired to become like him. And with this acceptance, now I am ready to take help from him or her. Now I am ready to improve my competence, to move towards excellence. So it can be started with imitating, following, and then progress to obedience, discipline, and finally self-discipline and self-organized. So where we have to reach? Basically, lastly, we have to reach at self-organized, self-discipline, in the state of self-discipline. But we may start from imitating, following, then we may progress gradually towards obedience, discipline. And it can only happen when I am able to see excellence in other. So once I recognize the other is excellent, then I naturally get inspired to be like him. And what will be its indicator? Its indicator would be I am ready to take help from him. So initially we may start imitating, we may start following, but finally we have to reach at the state of self-discipline. We have to live in a self-organized manner. So this will be the outcome of expressed value of reverence, that is worship. So worship is readiness to take help from the excellent. So move towards excellence, making effort towards excellence is actually a worship. So let's move towards next feeling. So next feeling is expressed value is ease. Expressed value of glory. So if I have ensured this feeling in myself in continuity, then ease will be reflected in my expression. So ease is the expressed value of glory. Glory is the feeling of acceptance for those who have made or making effort for excellence. This we have studied in UHV 2 and UHV 3 too. So what is feeling of glory? Feeling of glory is the acceptance for those people who are making effort for excellence in the society. So if I accept those people, then I have feeling of glory in myself. So the feeling of comparison, like I am more better than other, this makes us uncomfortable within. But once I accept the excellence in other, we get rid of these feelings. So when we see excellence, to whatever extent in the other, we tend to take inspiration from the other rather than trying to compare and compete with the other. In such a case, we get rid of ego, we get rid of over-evaluation, under-evaluation. So with the feeling of ease, we become simple. So we have studied expressed values of glory. It means ease. Now the next feeling is softness. This is expressed value of gratitude. So what does it mean, softness? So it has to do with willingly making an effort to live and express oneself in self-organized and harmonious manner. So I am making effort to live in a self-organized manner, in a harmonious manner. So in relationships, when the other has been helpful to us, we develop a feeling of gratitude. We try to ensure living with harmony in those relationships. We make an effort to live in harmony, at least in these relationships, even if we are not able to do, but we try to make effort. Our direction gets fixed. So this is softness. So we make effort with to live in harmony, at least in these relationships. So softness in conduct begins as an expression of the feeling of gratitude. So if I feeling of gratitude, then expression will be reflected in the form of softness. Okay. Let's move to another feeling, is love. Expressed value is oneness. So oneness is expressed value of love. So what does it mean, oneness? Oneness means now I have feeling of no other. We are one. This is oneness. In other words, all are our own, all are interconnected, all are independent. There is no differentiation. This is oneness. So oneness is the expression of feeling of love. So once we have feeling of love, oneness is shown in me. With the feeling of oneness, there is no boundary of mine or not mine. So presently, if you see the current scenario, current state of society, there are many boundaries and division, sometimes based on race, sometimes based on language, skin, sect, etc. But with the feeling of oneness, these mental boundaries drop off naturally, and we consider everyone as similar to me. So love and oneness are the basis of undivided society. The feeling of love and thought of oneness are essential for being able to see oneself connected to all. One significant observation maybe is that our living is with a limited set of people. When we have the feeling of love and oneness, we can fulfill our duty and obligations with this set of people, while we have the right feelings for others. The base for expressed values is established value. The expression of 9 established value in the form of these 9 expressed value, living with these 18 values, leads to continuity of fulfillment in relationships. So with these 9 established values and expressed values, the feeling reach the other in the relation. This is the meaning of expressed value. So with the feeling of love, I have feeling of oneness. Oneness will be shown in expression. Now for me, everyone is similar to me. Now I am assured about intention of the others. It doesn't matter I know him or not, but I have assurance of intention of everyone. Now I can see the other is similar to me at the level of program, potential, and purpose. Now I can see relatedness with everyone. So all this when I have feeling of love. So with the feeling of love, there is a oneness in me. So again, you can stop this video for 2 minutes. You can take pause for 2 minutes and ask yourself, do you have this feeling of oneness or not? So love and oneness are the basis of undivided society. So to ensure undivided society, this feeling is required in every individual. So the feeling of love and thought of oneness are essential for being able to see oneself connected to all. So when we have feeling of love and oneness, we are able to fulfill our duty and obligation properly. So that's all from my side for this lecture. So in next class, we will talk about justice. So we have studied established values, expressed values, and in next lecture, we are going to talk about justice. Thank you very much. Let's meet in the next lecture.